Don't touch me. The words weren't shouted. They weren't even sharp. But the way she said them, flat, cold, as if my hand brushing against hers was some kind of offense, hit harder than a slap. We were in bed, the glow of the lamp casting a soft light across the room, and I had reached for her the way husbands do when the silence stretches too long. Instead of warmth, I was met with a wall. I pulled my hand back slowly, as though the space between us had turned into fire. My heart beat in my throat, but I forced a chuckle to cover the sting. "Rough day?" I asked gently. She didn't answer. She just turned over, her back to me, and muttered something about being tired. That was the first time I felt it. The shift. A subtle crack in the foundation of everything I thought we had. For months, I told myself not to overthink it. People change. Stress builds. Marriages go through rough patches. But the thing about cracks is, if you ignore them, they spread. And once you start seeing them, you can't unsee them. It wasn't just in bed. She stopped laughing at my dumb jokes. She'd flinch, barely noticeable, when I brushed her shoulder in the kitchen. Her eyes, once warm and searching, became distant, like I was a stranger renting space in her life. But then there were moments, confusing moments, where she'd shift back, like when I got a promotion at work. I came home, excited, telling her about the raise, about how we'd finally be able to pay off her student loans faster. She lit up, throwing her arms around me, kissing me like she hadn't in weeks. For a few hours, I felt like her husband again, but the glow never lasted. Once the excitement of money talk faded, she slipped back into that cold, untouchable version of herself. The first real suspicion hit me one Saturday afternoon. She left her phone on the counter, unlocked, while she went upstairs. That alone was unusual. She'd become strangely protective of it, always face down, notification silenced. I swear I wasn't planning to look, but when the screen lit up, I saw a message that made my stomach twist. Tonight? Just one word. From a contact saved under nothing but an initial, M. I picked up the phone, my hands trembling, but before I could open the thread, she came back down the stairs. The way her eyes darted the phone in my hand, it was like I had caught her with blood on her shirt. She forced a smile too fast and snatched it gently but firmly from me. "Work stuff," she said. Her voice cracked on the word work. I nodded, pretending I believed her, but inside, something broke. I started watching her differently after that. The late nights at the office that didn't make sense. The way she suddenly cared about her appearance before errands. The perfume lingering when she came home that didn't smell like the one she usually wore. And yet, I still clung to denial. This was my wife, the girl I had fallen for in college, who once said she loved the way I couldn't stop fidgeting during movies because I hated wasting time. The woman who cried in my arms the night her father died, whispering that I was her anchor. That woman couldn't betray me. But the evidence piled higher each week, and denial became suffocating. The breaking point came on a night that should have been ours. Our anniversary. I had made reservations at the restaurant where I proposed to her. I even brought flowers, something I hadn't done in too long. She showed up late, very late. Her hair was messy, cheeks flushed, as if she'd rushed straight from somewhere else. She gave me a quick hug, the kind you give a co-worker, not a husband, and sat down with her phone in her lap, barely looking at me. I tried. God knows I tried. I told her how much she meant to me, how I want us to find our way back, how I missed us. She smiled weakly, murmured something about being tired again, and excused herself to the bathroom. When she came back, her phone slipped from her purse. A notification lit up. This time, I saw it clearly. M, I wish you were here instead. Her face drained when she realized I'd seen it. "What is this?" I asked, my voice low but shaking. She opened her mouth, closed it, then whispered, "It's not what you think." Then explain it. Silence. Her eyes darted around the restaurant as though searching for an escape hatch. My chest felt like it was caving in. "You've been distant for months," I said. "You won't let me touch you. But suddenly when I get a raise, when I show you what's in my bank account, you light up. Is that all I am to you now? A balance sheet." Her lips trembled, but she didn't deny it. The truth spilled out in fragments over the next few days. The late nights, the secret meetings, the man named Marcus from her office who made her feel desired again. She claimed it started after we'd hit a rough patch, that she never planned for it to go this far. Do you love him? I asked. Her silence was louder than any confession. People think betrayal is about anger, but for me it was grief. Grief for the years we had built, for the woman I thought she was, for the trust one would never get back. I walked through our house like it was a museum of ghosts. Every photograph, every mug, every sweater she left on the chair whispered a life that was already dead. And yet, when I told her it was over, she cried. She begged. She swore she'd end it, that she wanted to make things right. But her pleas sounded hollow. They came alive only when she saw the bank statement I left on the table, the reality of what she stood to lose. That was when she reached for me, the same hands that had pushed me away now clutching at my shirt. "Don't leave," she whispered. "We can fix this." But the way she said it told me everything. She wasn't afraid of losing me. She was afraid of losing the life my hard work had given her. I left that night with nothing but a suitcase and the kind of ache that sinks into your bones. People talk about heartbreak like it's a wound, but it's more like an amputation. You keep reaching for something that isn't there anymore, feeling the phantom pain of love that's gone. She said, "Don't touch me." And I listened, but when she finally wanted me again, it wasn't me she wanted. It was the comfort of my money, the security of my success. And once I saw that clearly, there was no going back. Because I would rather walk alone with nothing than stay chained to someone who only saw my worth in numbers.